Okay, we are back. Okay, now we're going to a more positive one. Entertainment and creativity. Okay, you may read number 7, please. Remember, these are still all the advantages, all the good things that social media does for us.
Millions of people use social media for entertainment. Users can watch video, listen to music, follow sport event, or enjoy humorous content after a busy day. Social media also encourages creativity. Artists, musicians, photographers, writers, and filmmakers can share their work with global audience without needing expensive publishers or media companies. Talented, expensive publishers or media companies, talented in
Where are
the
you?
who might otherwise remain unknown can gain
Okay, talented individuals who might otherwise remain unknown can gain.
unknown can gain international recognition throughout their creative content. This can this has opened new opportunities for creative, expensive, and personal growth.
Okay. This has opened new opportunities for creative expression and personal growth. Entertainment and creativity. What is entertainment?
Mm,
Give me an
this
example of entertainment.
entertainment.
Something
Mm,
that we like watching or something that gives us pleasure, like a music concert, is entertainment. For some people, reading a book is entertainment. It's something that makes you feel good and that you enjoy. Okay. So millions of people use social media for entertainment. People like to scroll through TikTok and Instagram and wherever. Users can watch videos, listen to music, follow sports events, or enjoy humorous content of after a busy day. Humorous
funny.
means funny. So after you've had a hard day at school, you watch a few funny videos on TikTok and you feel a lot better. So we use that for entertainment to make us feel better, something that we enjoy doing. Okay, and we
Mm,
off through Spotify and Apple Music, we listen to music. You can watch sport events, a lot of TikTok videos and reels. Okay, social media also encourages creativity. What does it mean to encourage something?
mm, mm, encourage.
Yes, to encourage something.
Maybe. Mm,
If I
uh,
encourage you to do something,
like mm, how um,
okay,
mm,
encourage means to inspire or to motivate. So
yeah.
social media encourages creativity. It inspires us or it motivates us to do creative things because you see it on social media and then you think maybe I can try this or maybe I can attend this show or be part of something that you would not necessarily know about if you were not on social media. Okay. Artists, musicians, photographers, writers, and filmmakers can share their work with global audiences without needing expensive publishers or media companies. If they're going to have a music concert in your city, you advertise it on social media and you advertise it a lot of times on a day, every day, and you know a lot of people are going to see the advertisement, and you can even buy tickets online. You don't need to go and stand in a queue or leave your home. You buy tickets online. Um, Also, with video trailers, they show little small parts of movies that come out, and you see the little part of the movie and you think, wow, this is something I would like to watch. So, and that is all at a very, very little cost or sometimes no fees at all. So you do your advertising without spending a lot of money. And we get to know about people that we otherwise would not have known about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you can do it yourself. You don't need companies that do it for you. Talented individuals who might otherwise remain unknown can gain international recognition through their creative content. If you are a solo singer or artist living in a little village somewhere, nobody ever visits, you can post your content on social media. It gets shared and viewed, and before you know, so many people from other countries are aware of you. So you advertise yourself on social media. Okay, this has opened new opportunities for creative expression and personal growth. So instead of making music to the 10 people in your little village, you can now create content that can be sold on Spotify or wherever. And you can actually make an income, even though you're still sitting in your little village. You don't have to be in one of the big cities like New York or London or USA or wherever to be known. So it brings the world a lot closer together. Okay, now we get to the disadvantages of social media. So
Mm-hmm.
just as many advantages as there are also disadvantages. Okay, will you read the first one for us, please?
One of the biggest disadvantages of social media is expensive use. Many people spend several hours a day
Excessive use. That means too much use.
uh, use
Okay, excessive.
excessive. Many people spend several hours each day scrolling through endless post, video, and comments. The design of many platforms and organize content use by constantly providing new content. Ex- ex- excessive screen time may reduce productivity.
Excessive. Excessive means if something is in excess, it means there's too much of it. Okay, so excessive is too much.
Screen time may reduce productivity in interfere with work or study, and limit face-to-face social interactions. Some
Interaction.
users find it difficult to stop checking notification and even during important activity. Develop healthy
Developing.
habits, developing healthy habits and setting time limits can help reduce social media addiction.
Okay. Addiction and time wasting. What does addiction mean?
Addiction.
If you are addicted to someone.
Um, maybe. Um,
Okay. Addicted, you can, one of the most popular, or not popular, one of the most easiest things people get addicted to is, for example, drugs or alcohol or smoking. So they can also get addicted to technology. If you are addicted to something, it means you can't live without it. You need it every day. So addiction means even when you're busy with something else in a class or watching TV, you still scroll on your phone and see, is there a new notification? Has somebody messaged me? What has this one posted on TikTok? What has that one done on Snapchat? So you are addicted to something and you just spend too much time on your addiction. Okay, one of the biggest bad things of social media is excessive use, using it too much, not being able to put away your phone and saying, okay, I am going to watch this movie and not be on my phone for 3 hours. People have difficulty in doing that because they have their phones in their hands all the time. Okay, so excessive use, too much use. Many people spend several hours each day scrolling through posts, videos, and comments, watching TikTok, watching Instagram, watching YouTube. You think, okay, I have 5 minutes. I'm quickly going to see what is happening on Instagram or TikTok. And then when you notice, 30 minutes have gone by because you just watched the one reel after the other reel without noticing how much time you've actually spent. The design of many platforms encourages continuous use by constantly providing new content. These platforms want you to spend a lot of time on them. They don't want you to just have a look once a day. So sometimes every half an hour, every hour, 5 times a day, they make posts so that you can go back and say, I haven't seen this reel, and then you watch this reel. I haven't seen this, and and then you go and look because you don't want to miss out on anything. Excessive screen time, too much screen time can reduce productivity because you're busy on your phone all the time. You're not doing things that you're supposed to be doing. They can interfere with work or study. You're supposed to be doing your homework or you have work to do, but you are scrolling away on social media and limit face-to-face social interactions. People have become so used to being at home and being connected to the world while they are at home that they don't do trouble or any effort to go out and meet somebody face to face. You video call them and you feel you've seen them instead of saying, let's go and have coffee or let's go and walk to the park and have an ice cream. So people limit being with real people. They do it through technology. Some users find it difficult to stop checking notifications, even during important activities. We check the whole time. Have I got a new message? Has somebody commented on my post? Developing healthy habits and setting time limits can help reduce social media addiction. I know that you can set time limits on certain platforms to say, I only allow myself 30 minutes or 60 minutes a day to be on Instagram. And when that 60 minutes is over, the app locks and you can't go in for another 24 hours. You can only go in tomorrow again. But people don't use that function. Okay, our last one for today, mental health problems. You may read.
Mm, Research suggests that
Research
research suggests that excessive social media
excessive
may excessive social media use may contribute to anxiety
and anxiety. That means feeling
anxiety,
afraid the whole time. Anxiety.
depression, stress, and loneliness, particularly among teenagers and young adults. Many users compare themselves to carefully edited images of their people's life, leading to feeling of
Inadequacy, feeling not feeling you are not good enough. Okay, so that's inadequacy.
inadequacy. Influencers often present unrealistic lifestyle, perfect appearance, and constant success. This can create unrealistic expectations and lower self-esteem. Furthermore, the pressure to receive likes, comments, and followers may cause emotional stresses. People may begin to judge their self-worth based on online approval rather than real-life achievements.
Okay, what do you think that paragraph means? What do you understand by that paragraph?
Mm, mm, yeah.
The basic idea of this paragraph is that people compare themselves to other people that are on social media. So research shows us that being too much on social media, excessive social media use may contribute. It adds to anxiety when you feel all stressed up the whole time, depression, a feeling of very sadness, stress and loneliness, particularly among teenagers and young adults. So, especially teenagers and young adults who spend a lot of time on social media, compare themselves to others. And then they feel, I'm not good enough because I don't have everything that you have. I'm not as pretty as what you are. I don't have all the opportunities that you are. And people show a life on social media that's not really true. They only post the best parts, and you put filters on your face and it looks like you have the best skin ever. But actually, and then teenagers will feel my skin is not as good. I can't go out into public. My skin does not look like her skin, or look how thin she is. And that causes a lot of internal unhappiness. Many users compare themselves to carefully edited images of other people's lives. People only post what they want people to see. They don't post the sad things or the horrible things that happen, leading to feelings of inadequacy, feelings of, I don't feel like I'm good enough, or I don't feel like I'm not as pretty, I'm not as thin, I'm not as rich, I'm not as whatever. So we compare ourselves and then we feel bad about ourselves. Influencers, people that post a lot on social media, often present unrealistic lifestyles. Nobody's life is perfect. Perfect appearances. I never have any spots on my skin. Everything is always perfect. And constant success. They just post the good stuff. They don't post when they're having a bad day or when things go wrong. This can create unrealistic expectations and lower self-esteem. This person posts every day of how happy they are and everything that's just going right, and they receive this and they've got that. And here I am, I sometimes do bad in a test, I sometimes don't feel happy, I sometimes have spots on my face, but this person is always just perfect. And then it makes us feel my life is not as good as that person's. Furthermore, the pressure to receive likes, comments, and followers may cause emotional stress. People may begin to judge their self-worth based on online approval rather than real life achievements. People post things on social media and then they feel good. The more people that like it or comment or share, that makes us feel, I'm good enough because 20 people have shared my post. I have 500 followers on Instagram or how many ever. And then we think that is what matters in life. And that's not what matters. The people that are actually in your circle and that are around you, those are the people that matter. The people that know when you're having a bad day and bring you a little flower or send you a text message and say, I know you've gone through a tough day. I'm thinking of you. Those are the people that matter, not the 10,000 followers on Instagram or TikTok. Okay, and that brings us to an end for today's lesson. I hope you are firstly enjoying our lesson about social media and learning something about the advantages and the disadvantages and the dangers and the good things we can use social media for, and at least learning a few new words. Are
Mhm.
you?
Yeah.
Or not really?
No, yes.
Okay. Are you learning something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that, Emma. Okay, I will see you again on Tuesday at the same time. No, I have an appointment on Tuesday. Let me quickly see. Um, can we make Tuesday the earlier time again, please? Just for Tuesday. So
Okay.
I think you're an hour later than me. So Tuesday will be 10 o'clock and not 11 o'clock. Okay, let me just
Okay.
write that in. So Tuesday, 10 o'clock. And then Thursday, we can again make it the later one. Is
Yeah.
that okay? Okay, because
Yeah.
Tuesday I have an appointment, I see, at the doctor. Okay, so Tuesday I will see you at 10 and Thursday at 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, remember our times.
Yeah.
Okay, enjoy the rest of your day and have a very good weekend. And then I will see you on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
Okay, Emma, keep well. Bye bye.